All praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and blessing to you brothers out there doing the work. I want to bring out this scripture because as we coming into June, this is 2016, right? We're at the end of May. Today's May the 29th, right? A lot of things are heating up. You know, you have the situation, the crisis in Venezuela, with Venezuela basically economy has crashed. And this is a test run for the elites of things soon to come to America. And we know that the elites, they do things in preparation for the big finale, which is the crash of America and the crash of the so-called global dollar. You know, the dollar that controls all the nations. So right now, Venezuela is in an uproar. You know, they're eating dogs and cats, killing each other. You know, they're going on a rampage because there's not enough food, and it's a socialist government, which the government controls all aspects really of life, which that's what America wants to do. That's what America wants to do. The Rothschilds want to do with the majority of the people, and we see that homosexuality and lesbianism and freakism and all these wicked, abominable acts are running rampant in the land, especially, namely, America. You know, where that's the chief place of the wicked demon and the spiritual demon Satan. You know, and we should know that we're in a time of prophecy right now. We've always been in a time of prophecy, but we're in a time of the end. You know, and the scripture that proves it, I'm gonna go into the scripture because the majority of people are catching hell out here, and this is going for all nations. You know, you can make $100,000, $200,000 and still be broke here in America because America is designed and set up to extract all your resources. It's designed to drain you. You know, drain you of all hope, drain you of all dreams, of your money. You know, of your life force, and the majority of people are catching hell in America, man. You got to be a so-called multi-millionaire, billionaire to really enjoy the fatness of the land. And then even then, the so-called white man is still over you, you know? So let me bring out this scripture to prove who's the devil, man, right? Because we got to go precept upon precept, line upon line. So this is Proverbs 29:2. And it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, and that's exactly what's happening. So we know who the wicked and the righteous are, man. The righteous were when the righteous were in authority under King Solomon for those 40 years, we had peace, man. Right? But now we see the so-called white man, the devil of the earth, the guy who's basically has destroyed and turned everything upside down, who has basically destroyed gender, has basically destroyed the family system, has destroyed the financial system, because he can't help it. He was set up to be the devil, you know, and we know that Satan is bearing rule, and the spirit of Satan is bearing rule on the earth right now, man. Okay, and here's another scripture. Let me go to Job 9:24 to prove that who is the earth given to, man. It was given to the wicked for a period of time. And the Most High suffered the so-called white man to bear rule because it was set up in the spirit for the so-called white man to bear rule and get the fatness of the land and his blessing to be by the sword. And then we're seeing that right now with all his weapon technology, right? So it says, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? The hand of the wicked, basically meaning the Most High handed over the earth to Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, and his physical counterpart, the so-called white man, is working directly with him. You know, righteousness is not in the land other than the brothers out there doing the work. You know, he covered the faces of the judges thereof, and that's exactly what he did when he came into power. He destroyed all the art. He destroyed a lot of the artifacts and the history with all the tribes, you know, with the Native Americans, with the Mexican Indians, Taino Indians, the blacks, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He destroyed the majority of the art. He destroyed the majority of the different artifacts that we had as a people, which would prove and more solidify that we are the Israelites, and he wants to hide that away because he's the wicked. He's a demon. He's a devil. Okay? It says, if not, where and who is he? If the so-called white man is not the devil that the Bible's talking about, which only means a deceiver, right? A deceiver, because you people, you don't understand or study words. Basically, the Most High was saying this deceiver was going to be placed on the earth to deceive all the nations, and it says in the scriptures, you know, to deceive all the nations and do wicked, foul acts through the spiritual demon Satan. And to prove that this world was given over to Satan, we can go into Matthew the 4th chapter, right? So Matthew the 4th chapter, when Yahweh Shai, he was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil, right? So this is the whole backdrop of the story. We can go straight to the point. And this is Matthew 4 and 8. It says, again, the devil taketh him up into a exceedingly high mountain, right? And the devil, so-called the spiritual demon Satan, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. So he was basically put forth to Yahweh Shai, like all the glory of all the kingdoms, man. All the fatness of the land, basically the rulership of all the kingdoms, man. And he said unto him, verse 9, all these things will I give thee if thou wilt fall down and worship me. So what does that prove, man? That proves that the Most High gave the spiritual demon Satan a time on the earth to rule. And this is his kingdom, and when you see that, homosexuality and transgenderism is at an all-time high, man. You got pedophiles running rampant, you got GMO foods, chemtrails, you got fluoridated water. You got a global plan to basically destroy the Israelites. This was what it's all set up for. The other people, all the other nations, those are nobodies, man. That's a drop in the bucket. The so-called white man is Satan, because you see Satan, he didn't come to Esau and tell him to bow down, because that's one of his children. They're in one accord. He tried to come to the Israelites. That's why he comes to Israelites like Gehenna and Nate Satan, and he buys them out. And these guys took that deal. But Yahweh Shai, he didn't take that deal, man, because his kingdom is a righteous kingdom to come. And we see this is a wicked ass kingdom, man. Let me read that again. It says, verse 9, this is the point right here. It says, and he said unto him, all these things will I give thee. So really, how do you get blessings in this world? It's from Satan, man. If thou wilt fall down and worship me. That's how you get blessings in this kingdom, man. Is you worship Satan. Is it bow down to his will, that's why entertainers and all these guys in the sports world and the entertainment world, they bend over, man. If you want to climb up the corporate ladder, you got to do some weird shit, man. If you want to go into politics, you got to do some weird shit, because those are power structures here in America. You have influence on the people, and anybody who has an influence on the people, okay, they got to bow down to Satan, man. They got to do what Satan tells them to do if they want to have any benefit here in America, So with that, Lord willing, it was edifying to you, brothers, man. I just want to stress that we at the end of this thing and to keep pushing. And we know through the scriptures and through prophecy that the so-called white man is the wicked, and the Most High is going to take the wicked down, man. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shai. Shalom.